Greetings, greetings to all my friends on Facebook and YouTube and other social media. I'm taking this wonderful opportunity to have a quick look at our local election 2024 Jamaica local elections. It's quite stirring, it's quite meaningful, and it can be quite helpful. It's a time when the people will elect those they think will represent them in the councils. A time when they are laying a foundation for future development in the island. Many Jamaicans will be voting tomorrow. It's local election time. How many of you stop to ask why you are voting? You see, it's one thing to get out there and vote. It's one thing to go and dip your finger in the ink. But it should be much more than that. We should be looking at the people we are voting for. We should stop and look at these things seriously. Sometimes we take local elections for just another thing, a moment to be out there jumping up, shouting out, a moment to eat and drink, a moment to show who is powerful, a moment to expose what is wrong in other party, but it should be more meaningful. Let me tell you something at this moment. I will not be voting. And I'm giving you two reasons why I will not be voting. In the first place, I do not have the voting right. I'm not listed. Now, I know that you can go to certain places and get registered, but I take exception to that. In my early days in Jamaica, they used to send around people to your homes. They would sometimes take picture and they would register you as a voter. When I arrived in England, it was very much the same thing. They wouldn't come around, but they would send a card to you through the post. You fill in the card and you post it back to place you to post it to, and you would be registered as a voter. I notice that the government in Jamaica is cutting back on quite a number of things. We used to get a notice when our land tax is due. We no longer get that. They used to enlist us as voters. They no longer do that. No, it's quite a little problem there. The government is cutting back, but we can't cut back on what they demand of us. We have to keep up. We have to measure up. And we have to keep them going. They should keep us going too. So I sit in my house. I'm not going out to be registered anywhere. Then I haven't heard much real intelligent presentation of what people plan to do to build Jamaica. Even if I had the right to vote, at this point, I would not be voting. I need to hear what they're doing in a meaningful way. I heard somebody say of one party, we are not giving our manifesto in local election because the other party will steal our views and ideas. So what am I going to vote for? We need to hear what you're going to do. The mistakes, the abuse, the whatever this party or that party have done is not helping anybody. We need to hear in a meaningful way what you plan to do for the island. If we do not hear, it's hard to cast our votes. The question is, it is not just who to vote for or which party to vote for. It is more, what am I voting for? Yes, the who comes into it, the party comes into it, but what am I voting for? We need to make this meaningful. We need to go out there and vote intelligently. It is a high time the people of Jamaica wake up to reality. More can be done in the way of development for our country. Yes, more can be done. I have dialogued with people overseas, and they can see that if the people governing choose to, they can make this a little paradise. Now, we must listen for the people who will help us to grow and get out of our present problems. Ask relevant questions. Get up-to-date answers. Analyze what you hear honestly, then vote. You know something? My days in England, I vote for the Conservative Party. I wasn't so much conservative. I was a Thatcherite. History will tell us eventually that she was one of the greatest prime ministers to sit there at 10 Downing Street and to govern the country. Marvelous woman. But when she was taken out and Tony Blair took over, I could readily vote for Tony Blair. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. We cannot be diehard this, diehard that. It doesn't make sense because people change, systems change. And so we want to look at what is happening now, and then we cast our votes accordingly. I'd like to wish the candidates going out tomorrow very good luck. And I hope, as they used to say, the best persons will win in this election and will help our island to develop and become a place where those abroad who want to return will be able to return and be happy. Those who are here, they can be happy and we can develop together. May the blessings of the Almighty and the favor of the people be on those who will help Jamaica to be a place that we can be happy to call home. Keep good. We look forward to tomorrow's election.